Okay, first one say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Kakdash. And get the bonus of apostle and teacher, great millstone, following the truth down to the Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. And I'm going to send this on how this whole, the trouble and turmoil with the stock market it's a symptom. It's a sign of a failing nation. And while, you have people that say that America can bounce back from anything, the human body is very similar in that, in that manner that, the human body, it goes through, you get injured, you get sick, you adapt, you get stronger. But, there are certain things that the body can't bounce back from, such as terminal illness or a serious injury. But even with small things, with like bruises and cuts and, wear and tear on the body over years, it gets broken down. And a nation is the same way. There's only so much damage that a nation can take, that a country can take. And once again, you have the stock market with these ups and these downs. Once again, America may be tough, but it has a limit to how much damage it can take. And once again, like the failing stock market, the whole job thing, you got people out of jobs and or like that's a whole fucking mess in of itself. But that's a symptom of a failing nation. The loss of the morale of the people. People not wanting to join the nation's main way of defending itself, defending its borders, its military. It's all a symptom. And once again, to stop, you got you have a lot of rich people, or a lot of people that may have been in the know, that took their money out of the stock market years ago, because they could already see the type of shit that was going to happen. People that may have moved from out of America to somewhere else because they knew the direction that America is going to fucking go. But we have a couple of articles here. Go to this one. Since Monday market crash was not technical, equity market signals what will happen to the economy. The market may have rebounded, but it's been having quite a bit, a lot of crashes within the past few years. Flash crashes where shit just drops for whatever fucking reason, an abnormal amount of fucking points, and then it rebounds. There's a problem there. There's a reason why that shit is happening. But once again, it's a symptom of a failing fucking country. The whole economical side of part of things, the whole financial side of shit. From failing companies, you have a lot of Rite Aids, a lot of CVS's closing up shop, Macy's, closing up shop. A lot of store closings. Not gonna really read. Not gonna really read through the article or whatnot, but I'm gonna get this. Ecclesiastes 3 and 12, because you have these niggas that moved into they're preparing bunkers. Why are they doing this? Why they're pulling their money out of the stock market? This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 3. I guess I'll start at 1. Remember now that I created in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds turn after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house, and the keepers going into those who manage the house. Like what? The leaders of your country who are in charge of keeping things in check. Your presidents, whatnot, and also, the niggas who are in charge of monitoring the markets and shit like that. Once again, a lot of people with money took their money out and are in other countries or bunkers because they know this, and they did this shit years ago because they already foresaw the looming doom. And there's another scripture, say how the windows shall be darkened. They know America's fucking doomed. Like Trump said, it's the calm before the storm. And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. And it says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth before this shit happened. Remember, return to Yahweh Shema Shai before the grinders cease, before the work halts and slows down and stops. The strong men shall bow themselves because they are few, and the grinders cease because they are few. Those that look out of the windows be darkened. And going into the future looking bleak. You have that saying, a bright future, meaning a hopeful future. That's not going on now. That's why niggas who have their money in this place are abandoning it. And doors shall be shut in the streets from the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all doors of music shall be brought low. And everything is failing in here. The entertainment, the music. People really are just barely hanging on. But I just found that that was it. When the windows are darkened. I just thought that's very interesting, cause the whole fucking flash. And as far as I'm aware, you have people who are actually in like the whole financial sector talking about this, but the average American doesn't give a fuck about any of this shit. Meanwhile, it directly affects them. Once again, going to Americans don't fucking care anymore. I just find very funny because this is that country that they know and love and believe in, yet they don't even fucking care anymore. And what was that? Plagues of Egypt. I don't know if you just heard that, but I just slowed down and ran over a little pothole. There's always constantly, America's falling apart spiritually, financially, and physically. There's always some work being done on this place, whether it be on the roads, construction. Something's falling apart, and these niggas are always fixing it. This kingdom won't, even in a literal sense, man, everything's falling apart. I just find it absolutely entertaining to watch, because fuck this country and fuck all you people who love this damn place. Every last one of you are going to die screaming here. It's 2 Ezra 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And once again, America is referred to as Sodom and Egypt. It's spiritually Sodom and Egypt because of the faggotry that goes on in Egypt, because of the bondage, the harsh, rigorous bondage that's going on here, whether it be a lot of people being in prison, or people being trapped in you know, in a financial sense, having to work to live, having to pay to live. This is you know, having a job is just, it's nothing more than slavery. The word employee goes back to slavery. But it's nothing more than a beautified version of slavery. But what back in Egypt, Yahweh Shema Shai, when he sent those plagues through Moses, one of the things that he attacked was the crops, the land, which you know, I'm sure they had silver, they had gold, they have, like, you know, money, but also crops, animals, you know, like actual physical things that you could do, like you know, cotton, stuff like that. That was also a part of what you could consider money, goods, and the Lord got rid of all of that, especially when he you know, he turned their waters into I think it was blood. Let me go into some of the plagues. Just looked up some of the plagues that Egypt got hit with. It says water turning into blood, frogs, lice, flies, livestock pestilence, boils, hail, locusts. And you know, locusts, they, you know, they eat up crops. I forgot where it was in the past couple of years, but you had, I think it was Las Vegas was one of them, where they had a shit ton of like dragonflies or some shit like that. But I think it was in Africa or some other African country over there where they had locusts. They were going through the fucking crops. But you know, that's how they, you know, dealt with trade back then. You know, crops, you know, animals, darkness, killing of firstborn children. But you know, he took out the livestock, he took out the crops, fucked up their economy. You know, because once again, that's how they did that's how they did trade. You know, they traded like whatever, like 5 or I don't know, 6 or 7 sheep for 1 cow. You know, that's that trade. But he fucked all that shit up, and that shit went under. Not only that, but he drowned. You know, he killed all the firstborn, and he drowned Pharaoh and his army. He fucked up their military. You know, he destroyed those military. Psyched out the people, because what scripture talk about how Egypt was, there was darkness over it, and going to Wisdom of Solomon, it mentions how they were seeing and hearing all types of shit. You know, psyched out the people, fucked the people up, fucked up the economy, and that was it. And Egypt, you know, Egypt never fucking rose again. That's how bad bro. Like, we can only do so much with words, but Egypt never fucking rose again. You know, it never rose to the power that it had. And you know, that's the same thing. He's fucking up the economy. You know, inflation, you know, stock market crash, fucking, you know, with the whole job thing being fucked up. It's a systematic, and one of the brothers says, systematic and pinpoint precision type of attack. But once again, just going to the market, and dude said that the condition of the markets is a good. It gives you a good gauge on the overall situation of the economy and the country as a whole. But hope is edifying. So y'all praises, glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashim Ashab, Bashim Gakadash, the Ron Apostle, Teach Great Mitzvah, following the truth. Shalom to the hopeful like Israel, instruction, bell on Great America.